Daytona Beach, Florida. Just trying to move you around a little bit. I have my little tripod set up. I've never went live like this on YouTube, so this is Lori from Enchanted Dreams71, and welcome to my beach. Again, we are in Daytona Beach. Yeah, I can't see what that says. So hey, thank you all for being here. Going to give some people some time to come in. I have set up a chair. I got me something to drink. Got the stand, the tripod. Yeah, that's what it's called. Holding my camera for me so that I don't have to worry about hurting my hand holding the camera. So, yeah, I guess we're live. It says we're live. So, welcome in, everyone. I don't see a chat, and I am not sure how to work this thing. So, I see a plus sign, but I don't know what that means. Yeah, I do not have another device to use. Oh, there's a chat. Someone just came in. I knew this was going to happen. I can't even read it. But welcome in, welcome in. Let me change it to my regular glasses. I do have on sunglasses. However, they are prescription sunglasses, so you would think I would be able to read it. But let's just change these out real quick and see. Oh, Susie. Welcome in, Susie. Thank you. Yes, we are having a fabulous time. Thank you for coming in and joining me. I really do appreciate it. Susie, can you hear me okay? If you could let me know in the comments, I would appreciate that. Thanks for the thumbs up. I appreciate those as well. Again, I have absolutely no idea what I'm doing because I have never done a YouTube live through just the live button. Not so fast. Joni, thank you so much for joining me. Good morning, good morning. Thank you guys so much. Yeah, so it is about 12 p.m. and we came out this morning. I do have a TikTok, and every morning that we have been here, we have done a live on TikTok of the sunrise. It's been absolutely beautiful. Today is our last day here. We will be going home in the morning, but I will be doing another live in the morning on my TikTok. And you can look at any of my recent videos, and there is a link in there to my TikTok. If you want to catch the sunrise live with me in the morning, you can join me over there. If I had another device, I guess I could go live on here as well, but I don't have another device. Not sure how to do that. A little in and out. Okay. I apologize for that, Susie. I am just on the beach right in front of the hotel, but I don't think I was having trouble with that Wi-Fi going in and out, so I apologize for that. My phone alone is supposed to be 5Gs, but who knows? I think AT&T does what it wants to sometimes, but yeah, so I thought I would just hang out with you guys for a little while and just let you see the view from Daytona Beach, Florida. This is our favorite beach ever. I think we have been coming out 25 years because we started coming down when we first started dating. Yeah, we have been to other beaches, but Daytona is definitely our favorite beach. Oh yeah, aren't the waves? They sound so good. It's probably my favorite part is watching and listening to the waves. So peaceful. I'll just be quiet a few minutes and just let you guys hear how wonderful this is. I hope you're all having a wonderful day today. Thank you so much, Johnny. Yeah, we try to come down once a year. However, it's probably been 5 years since, which in 2020 actually had a stroke. So, you know, that kind of put a damper on that year's trip. And then, of course, I started getting sick and we weren't sure what was going on. It took them quite a while to figure all of that out. And so, yeah, with my recent health issues, they've been going on about 3 years. 2.5 years ago was when we had the, you know, devastating event that happened while I was in the hospital that cost me the total use of my hands for quite a while. I was out of work for like 10 months, I believe. So yeah, we do try to come down here once a year in September, and we have definitely talked and made a vow to each other that we will, you know, do everything we can to make sure that we don't miss it again. Yeah, everything that's going on with my health issues, and you know, when it first happened, I was out of work for 10 months, went back to work for like 2 months, had to be out for 12 weeks. So what's that, 3 months for another surgery. But I've had, it's either 5 or 6 surgeries in the last 2.5 years. My last one was in June, where I had surgery on my right hand again, and praise the Lord, I think that has done it, and we are definitely on the road to recovery. For my right hand, I do have still have some pretty severe issues with swelling, and I will probably show you guys my fat feet, how bad they are right now, because they are pretty bad. But they're not bad enough to be painful, so I'm very thankful for that. Just gonna let you guys listen to the waves. Hello, sweetheart. Welcome in. The crafting bookworm. Thank you so much, Janie. I appreciate it. Yes, we are in Daytona Beach, Florida. We finally made it after like 5 years, and of course after the last, you know, 2.5 years with all of my medical issues and having about 6 surgeries total. Yeah, very, very thankful and blessed that the Lord has got my healing to the point where I could actually come down here and enjoy this. I did go to Panama City Beach. It was my first time there with my mother, my 3 grown children, and the 4 grandbabies the week of Father's Day in June. So that was only like 2 weeks after my surgery. And I was happy to be with all of them, but I was in so much pain. I was absolutely miserable. Couldn't go to the pool. Still had sutures in my hand, so I couldn't submerge it or get it wet. So no pool, no ocean. I did make it down to the ocean one time, made it all but 5 minutes, and like to never got off of the beach and back up to the room. But most of my time was spending there. But I was still happy to be able to make that trip with them. Now I can say I have been to Panama City Beach, and here in Daytona is still my favorite. If you guys don't know each other, please follow each other. I would appreciate that. I'm sure everybody would appreciate the support. Yeah. I hope you're all having a blessed day. We are having a wonderful time. Today is our last day. We will be going home in the morning, so that's kind of sad. Sorry about that. I did not go on airplane mode, so had a call come in. Thank you so much, Janie. Thank you. I'm blessed. The Lord has just blessed me beyond measures. You know, going through everything with this hand pain for the last 2.5 years, you know, I finally saw a difference when I just surrendered it all to God and gave it to Him. And, you know, I believe in Him, and, you know, I knew and I still know that I will get complete healing, whether it's in heaven or here on earth. I just gave it to Him. And so, yeah, as soon as I gave it to Him and told Him how thankful I was for Him, and that I knew without a shadow of a doubt that He would heal me, that if it wasn't until I got to heaven just to give me the strength to get through the pain here, that is when I really started seeing a change in my hand. And there is no doubt in my mind that He had His hand on that scalpel during this last hand surgeon, and He was in the mind of that surgeon, guiding his every move to make sure that the right moves were made for complete healing of my hand. And guys, God is good. He is so, so good. He is so good. Praise God. He is so good. Susie, we live in Georgia, in a really small town in between Gainesville and Athens, is where we live. So it's about 8.5 hours drive to get to Daytona. So it's really not that bad of a drive. But yeah, we are from Georgia. That's where we stay at. Yeah. I did want to let you guys know too, I think I mentioned it when I did the heart-to-heart with Hazel from Hazel Anaka Designs, that I do have a Saka YouTube channel, and it is called Enchanted Dreams71 Devotionals. And starting January of next year, there's no videos over there yet. I think when I get back home, I'm going to do a couple of videos and start doing one maybe once or twice a month until January. But I will be having quick daily devotionals on that YouTube channel. And it is by no way a channel that I came up to. I'm not worried about, you know, how many people subscribe. I'm not worried about monetizing. I'm not worried about making money. The only thing I want to do with that channel is to get the word out about our Lord and Savior, Jesus Christ, because He has just worked miracles in my life. The last 2 years is just absolutely unbelievable. So that's the whole point of that channel. Yes, Susie, Angela is coming to Georgia, actually Athens, and in Jefferson, where I live, her best friend from school that she grew up with actually lives in the same town I do. So her and I and Dave and probably my husband Dennis are all going to get together. Think it's either the 6th or the 9th. We hadn't pinpointed a date yet, but she will be coming down and we'll be spending time together when she comes to Georgia next month. In a few weeks, it's coming up. So I am really, really excited about that. So yeah, she is absolute sweetheart, and I just fell in love with her the first time I found her. And we did meet in person. Her sister, I believe it was, got married in Gatlinburg, Tennessee. So me and my husband actually drove up and stayed the weekend just so that we could, well, I could, and he did too, so that I could meet Angela. So, yeah. Yep, Athens is about 20-25 minutes from me, maybe, if even that far. It's not very far at all. That's actually where all of my doctor's offices are, and the hospital, if I need to. Lord forbid, hope I never have to again, but if I ever have to go to a hospital again, that is where the hospital is, so it's not too far. That's where I do most of my business at. That's where I go to Hobby Lobby at, and Michael's and all that. We do everything in Athens, so it's really, really close. We actually, Janie, we did ride on the beach yesterday. We did something we have never done before, and honestly probably shouldn't have, because we put it on a credit card, and we got no business putting anything on a credit card. But all the years we've been coming down here, we've never done it. So yesterday, we actually rented a golf cart that's street legal on the street. So we rode up and down, I believe it's Atlantic Avenue, which is the main strip here in Daytona. It's right on the beach. But we rode up and down there and stopped at some shops and did some shopping. We stopped and ate lunch. And then we came back here to the hotel, and I believe we changed, let the golf cart charge up, because the hotel was nice enough to give us an extra parking pass, as well as a place where we could charge the golf cart. But we rented the golf cart for 8 hours. Yeah, did the road, and then we came down and rode on the beach, and it was fun. I think that's one of the biggest things we love about Daytona, is you can drive on the beach. I think it's like $30 for all-day pass, and you can come and go as you please once you pay that $30. However, because we rented the golf cart, if you live in Florida, in Volusia, I think is the name of it, county, you actually get free access to the beach, because the little arm thing that lets up and down, it will read your tag. So we did get a free pass to the beach, so we did ride. We rode pretty far down the beach both ways, and we had a really good time. It was the first time we had ever did that. So let me stop talking so I can read. Oh, nice. Oh, that's awesome. Yeah, we had a really good time with the golf cart. I actually drove our car down because it was about 4 miles down the road to where we had to rent the golf cart at. Oh, sorry, my cup fell over. I'm trying to get my drink. So I followed my husband down there so we could pick it up, or we went down there so we could pick it up, and I followed him back in the car, and my brain just went blank. Oh yeah, it ended up being a 6-seater, which we didn't know it was going to be that big. So on the drive back, I was following my husband. He was on the golf cart, and on the drive back, I actually called my youngest daughter, Veronica, that is Jaslyn and Zarion's mom. Called her, and I told her, I said, look, I said, we all need to make a trip to come down here together. I will make sure to save the money to rent 2 golf carts. That'll seat, 12 people, and we can ride around on the roads and shop and cruise. And oh, it even had a what was it, like a Bluetooth speaker, so we were able to connect my husband's phone to it and listen to music. Oh gosh, it was so much fun. So I had to call Veronica and tell her about that. So we are planning on doing that as a family. I'm hoping next year we could do that as a family and come down here and rent a couple of those and drive around on the beach and just have a good time. Yeah, they are. We have one at home. My husband had bought off the Facebook Marketplace. I think it just is like a 2-seater. But we've had so much trouble out of that thing. It's stayed broken longer than it's, been rideable, because we live on a little over 5 acres. So we thought it would be something fun for the kids. Plus we have the 4-wheeler, but yeah, that poor thing stays tore up more than it does anything. But yeah, they are handy. They are fun. We had a really good time doing that yesterday. I told him, I said, hey, you know, we only live once. Let's just go for it. So I think we both deserve it after what we've been through the last 2.5 years, because this man is, and he still continues to work, you know, all the overtime that he can, and he has taken such good care of me. I have no words for how good this man is. Hey, Angela, welcome in. Welcome in, sweetheart. Were your ears burning? We were talking about you earlier. We are live from Daytona Beach, Florida. Dennis is up by the pool. I told him I was gonna just come down here and check out this live thing that I don't normally do on YouTube. So welcome in. It's good to see you. And of course, I can't wait till next month. That's what we were talking about. So yeah, sure your ears were burning. I'm so excited to see you again. Hopefully, let's see, we need to call each other, try to pinpoint a date, and I would love for me, you, Dennis, and Dave to go to, Dave's coming, right, to our local Mexican restaurant that is our favorite, and it's called Gringo's, and it's actually inside a house that was built in the 1800s, but it is amazing. Trying to see if I missed anyone who came in. But yeah, thank you guys for joining me. I really do appreciate it. Again, I've never done this live thing, so I just thought, what more perfect way to try it out than this beautiful scenery here. Absolutely love it. Thank you so much, Janie. I appreciate you coming in. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Yeah. Well, yay, I'll get to meet Landon. That's exciting. Janie, I hope you have a fabulous day. Thank you so much for coming in, and thanks again for all your support on my videos. It really means the world to me. And go and check out Enchanted Dreams71 devotionals. That is a second channel, and it's really not going to start until January 1st, 2026. And I will have just quick daily devotionals every morning. It's nothing that's going to be long and drug out. But yeah, I thought it would be good. Wanted to get the word out about Jesus. So I got that, gosh, probably over a year ago. I don't even remember how long. I checked on YouTube to see if that name was available, and it was, so I snagged it. But I've never really told anyone about it until I was in the heart-to-heart live with Hazel from Hazel Anaka Designs. I mentioned it there, so yeah. Yes, so Angela, we go home tomorrow. So anytime Friday and Saturday, I do have to go back to work Sunday 1 to 9, and of course I got church before that, so maybe you could just call me when it's convenient for you on Friday or Saturday, because Friday I'll be unpacking and washing clothes and resting, and then Saturday I am gonna want to craft, because believe it or not, I brought no crafting anything with me, which is unusual, but you know, this was all about me and him, so yep, didn't bring anything. And I am already ready to craft. Oh, you're making doilies? Oh, I wish I could. Are you crocheting, Joni? I wish I had that talent. I tried to. My son Brandon is 38, and when he was a baby, I tried to knit or crochet, I don't know the difference, him a little pair of booties, and that thing was so big by the time I got done with it, Bigfoot could wear it. So that is something I'm not talented at doing. It's so nice and so peaceful here. I could just listen to that all day long and never get tired. Okay, it's crochet. Oh, that's funny. Thank you, Susie. Yep, it's just been really nice and really peaceful, and not really set any alarms because we're early risers anyway, so we were up every morning in time to catch the sunrise. I have went live on my TikTok every morning for the sunrise from Daytona, so that's been fun. And my husband Dennis has been taking some amazing photos. He is talented in that area. I can't make him believe that, but he takes the most amazing pictures of sunrises you've ever seen. I don't know how he does it. Got a couple of shrimping boats out there. We were actually going to go to a restaurant tonight for seafood, because he's like, you know, you can't come to the beach without eating seafood at least once. But we found, just seriously 2 minutes down the road, a wonderful restaurant that has burgers and subs and just different things like that. So I think 3 days ago we had burger and fries. Oh my gosh, it was so good. And then yesterday when we were riding around on the golf cart, we decided to stop in there for lunch. And I had a Philly and he had the Cuban sub, and oh, it was so good. So anyway, I looked at him earlier when we were up by the pool, because we've been out here. I guess we got out here a little bit before 6:30. So I could set up for my TikTok live sunrise from Daytona Beach, Florida. That'll happen again in the morning. You could go to any of my videos, and a link to my TikTok is there. If you guys want to go and check that out, that would be great. Over there, there's no crafting. It's just all silliness. It is a lot of lip syncing of Christian songs. It's just has a lot to do with, you know, telling people about Jesus. So that's mainly what I guess my niche is over on TikTok. And I do make some funny, silly videos. But yeah, if you guys want to go check me out, just click one of my recent videos, and there will be a direct link over there, and you can follow me there if you would like. I would appreciate the follows. But yeah, just act silly and have a good time over there, and then of course tell people about Jesus. So yep, we got a boat fixing to come in view. Not sure if you guys will be able to see it. I'm going to try to zoom. Maybe I won't mess this up. Oh yeah, I can zoom. Okay. Trying to see if maybe y'all can see him when he passes by. He's almost here. Okay, there he is. Just flying down through there. Oh yeah, this is so nice. Wind's always blowing, so you get a cool breeze, so you don't really realize, I guess, how hot it is because of that. I do want to thank you all for joining me today on my first live here on YouTube. I have been a guest on other lives, but never really just hit that live button down there. I'm not on StreamYard or anything like that. I just hit the live button in YouTube, and voila, here we are. Easy enough, I guess. But I just wanted to give you guys a view of my wonderful view for the week, or since last week when we got here. So okay, I got to top off my drink. I got my pretty pink mug here. I went with red nails this time. I'm not sure what was wrong with me, but yeah, I'm gonna top her off with some Gatorade here, or Powerade. My kidney function is still, thank you, not 100%, and my doctor has told me it probably never will be. I'm not in any danger at the current time, but I do have to be careful and make sure to drink plenty of water, which I've been doing good. I drink 40 ounces a day. I know that's not the max and not great, but I do make sure that I drink 40 ounces of water a day. And then, let's see, where's the camera? We have some blue Powerade. So then I have to drink either Powerade or Gatorade, and I prefer the blue Gatorade to replenish my electric lights that I lose from drinking so much water. So they said that was very important, because the last thing I want is for my creatine to spike back up and end up back in the hospital, because anything over 5,000 requires hospitalization, and that has happened to me before through this whole ordeal. I think it was August 2nd or 3rd when I got out of the hospital 2023 from the episode, and that October of 2023 it spiked to almost 6,000. So I was back in the hospital for 3 days. That time, let me put my cap on this before I drop it. That's actually pretty good. But yeah, it spiked to almost 6,000. So I ended up back in the hospital. And on the 3rd day, so from day 1, we had been asking them to give me my potassium chloricon, because I do have to take that every day, because that's what started all this, was my potassium had dropped to like 1.4, 1.5. And when your potassium is that low, it actually attacks your muscles. And yeah, that Friday night, I was to the point I couldn't move. I couldn't get up out of bed. I couldn't roll over. I couldn't do anything. So the girls had to get me up. But yeah, it really did a number, that whole thing, on my kidneys. So I have to be really careful with those. I am okay where the numbers are, because it's just, my last labs, he said, were perfect, except for my cholesterol, which when everything happened in 2023, they yanked me off of all of my medication, which was not a good thing. I have massive hair loss, so I now, I do wear wigs. I am doing treatments. It is growing back. It's just a very, very slow process. And the lack of vitamins, no electric lights. I was depleted of my vitamin D, of my calcium, is now making, or has made my teeth start rotting and falling out. So we're in the process of saving up money. I need 23 teeth extracted. And then I'm just going to go with the upper and lower dentures at this time. We did check into the all-in-fours, I believe, and we got an estimate of like $25,000, and I would have to go to Las Vegas, Nevada, and we don't have money, that kind of money. So yeah, we're just trying to save up to have my teeth taken care of, My hand's healing, so I just want my smile back. I have lost my smile, and that really, really does affect me a lot. You know, I don't like to smile, so, and when I do, I try to smile without showing my teeth, but yeah, that's the next thing on our list, because of course the hand over the last 2.5 years has been the most important thing. Yeah, the Lord will take care of it all, so it's not something I'm worried about or that I'm going to worry about. We're just going to, you know, save everywhere we can, get some debt paid off that we have. We're close to having our home paid off, so it's all going good. It's all going in the right direction. But I remember the story where I was going with when I was back in the hospital in October for my kidneys. The first morning I asked them about giving me my chloricon, which is my potassium, and they said no. The second morning we asked for it again, and they said no. The third morning I was in the hospital, and of course this whole time they're doing labs, so I'm getting the results from the labs on my phone through, I think it's my chart maybe, and I watched from the first day I was there. The normal range for your potassium is 3.5 to 5.7, and mine was, I think, 5.1 the first day I went in. And on the third morning when they did that lab work, and for the third day when I asked for my potassium and they told me no, it had gone down to 3.5, which was at the low end of your potassium. And so when the nurses did the shift change, I just looked at the new fellow that came in. He was really nice, and I said, go tell the doctor I'm going home today. I need to be discharged. And he left out of the room in less than 30 minutes. He came back with like a page and a half of discharge instructions, and the doctor never came to see me. And of course, the first thing I did when I got home was took my potassium. So that part of that whole ordeal, I don't really understand. They saw my potassium dropping. That was the same hospital that I was in, or that I went to when my potassium was the 1.4, 1.5. That was the one I was in when I was depleted of my vitamin D and my calcium. Sorry, I hit you guys. I got you awful close to me. I also looked back over all of the, because I have access to it through my chart, of all of my labs that they were doing. And that Sunday morning when the episode happened with my hands and they cramped up and locked in position like they did, they knew that morning that my calcium was low, but they did not check my vitamin D. Well, come to find out, you need your vitamin D in order to retain your calcium. So with my calcium being low, my thinking is they should have went ahead and checked my vitamin D, and they would have saw that it was also low, and they did not do that. So I was left there unknowing to me. You know, my body was depleting itself of all my vitamin D and all my calcium. That, along with the still low potassium on that Sunday, I think it was like 2.5, was when my hand locked up. So they did not check my vitamin D until that was Sunday night, until after lunch on Monday. So I still don't understand that. Yeah, so I did have people ask me, because, you know, I pretty much have all the evidence there that they were negligent and they missed it, or they didn't act on it, whatever the case is, about suing them. But that was not something that was in my heart to do. So I wasn't going to do that. I just placed it all in God's hands, and, oh, sorry, I hit you guys again, and let Him, you know, just let things run its course, I guess. Yeah, but He's healing me now. We're almost there. The hand is doing so good. Oh, hello. I can't get it out far enough. This is the creaky hand. She's doing really well. Yeah, so... I know I'm talking a lot. I'll be quiet for a moment. Let you guys just enjoy these waves while I have a sip of my Gatorade here, or Powerade. Can you guys hear the birds? Okay, Angela, thank you. I can't wait to see you. Just call me Friday or Saturday, and we will pinpoint a date for me, Dennis, and Logan. Landon, I meant, not Logan. Landon, I'm sorry. And we will go out to eat lunch. Dinner. Dennis will be at work. Dinner. Oh man, I'm sorry you can't hear the birds. They sound so sweet. Which I could barely hear them, but I wasn't sure if you guys would be able to hear them over the waves or not. The waves are extremely loud. Oh, it's so nice out here. Not a lot of people either. Yeah, they love to run across the sand. Yep, that's true, Susie. Hello, how are y'all? Yeah, beach is pretty deserted at the moment. Not that many people down here. Oh yeah, that's funny, Joni. I do the same thing. I mean, I see my grandkids do certain things and I'm sitting there like, no, you need to stop because that's dangerous, but it's stuff I didn't think twice about letting my kids do. But I don't know if it's my old age or what it is, but I'm just terrified of one of those sweet grandbabies getting hurt. So yeah, same way. The temperature is around 85, so not too bad. 85. I think it's in the 80s all week. Yes, they do sound like they're laughing. Oh gosh, I love that sound. The waves are not very high right now. A couple of days ago, they were really bad, and we had really bad rip tides, and of course the lifeguards and even the sheriff was going up and down the beach telling everyone to get out of the water. You know, they had the red flag up, you couldn't be in the water, and of course, you know, you always have people who don't listen, and they actually had to do 2 rescues that day because people weren't listening, but it looks fairly calm today compared to then. But yeah, that was a really scary thing. We heard the sirens, and also we came to the fence to look over down by the pool area onto the beach, and yeah, that was really scary. So all we could do is just, we know the 2 girls, they were fine because we saw them walk back up here, and they went ahead. I guess it scared them enough. They had enough of the beach that day. They went ahead and just packed up and left. The one to the left, we're not sure of because they were actually there for a really, really long time. So my husband and I just prayed that, you know, ever who that was, that they were okay. When we went to, was it Destin we went to, or Panama City Beach? I think it was Panama City Beach. With the kids and my mother in June. We got there like a couple of days after they had lost that little girl to a riptide, and I never heard if they actually found her or not. So of course that was very scary, and I remember coming down here as a child because my mother's sister, my Aunt Gloria, who has since passed, when we would come to visit her, we would always come and spend a day at the beach, and we would go like way, way, way out there without even thinking about it, and now there's no way, you know. I think my husband and I got into it maybe ankle high, and we chickened out. We're like, nope, that's enough for us. Yes, riptides are no joke. They'll kill you. They will take you out and drown you, and that's just, you know, my heart breaks for that family that lost their daughter. And like I said, I never heard that whether or not they actually found her so that they could bring her home. I never heard. So yeah, we're big old chickens in our old age, which, you know, after my experience and being told that, you know, I should have died that day that everything happened, was the first thing that the doctor said when he came in, and kept calling me a special case. And I'm like, no, I'm actually a miracle, not a special case. But he kept calling me a special case, so I'm sure I'm going to be in some medical book somewhere because they do that. They can do that without your permission. They don't use your names. They just, you know, because I've read some medical journals before, and it would just say, you know, white female, 52 years old, presented with, and then it goes through the story of everything that happened. Yes, I'm sure I'm going to be in one of those journals somewhere. Yeah. I hope you guys are enjoying this. I am. I'm so glad you guys are with me. We have been very lucky. We had a few pretty ugly clouds come up since we've been here, but we have had no rain at all. Oh, did you really, Susan? Oh, okay. Susie, sorry. What exactly is medical transcriptions? Can you explain that in layman's terms? Because Lord knows I'm not very smart. For anyone else who is in but not chatting, I am live from Daytona Beach, Florida. My husband and I arrived here last week on vacation. We will be going home tomorrow. There goes another boat. Might be the same boat, not sure. There goes another little bird walking on the beach. Gonna bring you guys back out some. That's okay. So I think in a few minutes I'm gonna get up and just hopefully stay in frame. Okay, the doctor's on tapes and we... Oh, okay, got it. Yeah, I do remember seeing some of the doctors that would talk into like a microphone thing or whatever. Not really a microphone, but you know, talk into a device. Okay, so that's what that is. All right. But yeah, I think I'm fixing to get up. I may have to move you guys because I've got you so close when I get up. I'll try to stay in frame, but I'm just going to walk out and stick my feet in. And then come back and y'all can see my big old self. I look like a beached whale out here, but you know, it is what it is. So you guys hold on. Try to put you guys back about where I had you. There we go. I think that got it. So I'm just gonna go for a little stroll. Hey guys, hopefully you can see me. I'm sure you can't hear me. Guys, you're getting a view you normally don't get. This is me. And that water was cold. Yes, very, very cold. Okay. Let's see. Very, very cold. So it has been about 55 minutes, so I think I need to get myself into the shade. I'm already a lobster. I know I'm going to pay for it when I get home because I'm pretty fair-skinned, but I've had the time of my life. I want to thank you guys so much for coming in and joining me today. Thank you, Susie. Thank you, Joni. Thank you, Angela. Thank you, Janie. And the rest of you who came in. That I'm not sure who else here because I don't know how to check and you haven't chatted, but yeah, thank you guys for hanging out with me. I appreciate it so much. I love you guys, and we will see you next time. Bye, ladies.